Derek Warner,
I'm Mitch Kincaid.
and today we'll be talking about BTUs and its respect to firewood. First off, we would like to talk about what is a BTU and its different uses in heating and cooling industry, which includes burning wood for heating purposes. A BTU is a British thermal unit. It is a traditional measurement of energy output that equates to approximately 1,055 joules. The measure of a British thermal unit is the amount of energy it takes to raise the temperature of 1 pound of water 1 degree Fahrenheit. As an example, one wooden match emits 1 BTU when burned in its entirety. Although we will be talking about firewood today, a BTU is also used when looking at heating and cooling with things like furnaces, ovens, refrigerators, and air conditioners. The heat output of computer equipment is often specified when planning climate control systems in buildings, and the same with range fans for household ovens and stovetops.
So we're here to talk to you about the BTU and different types of wood. And as you can see, all this wood looks different and it all has different types of BTU. And this is really important when you're burning wood or burning firewood or using a wood stove, because all BTUs burn at different temperatures. And like Derek said, he explained the BTU. This is important when noting which type of wood you want to get, because if you have too low of BTU, it can burn too quick. If you have too high of BTU, it can burn too fast. And the biggest thing about it is probably safety, because you want to be burning the proper BTU that you should be burning. So it takes time to research different types of wood and what BTU would be best for your needs.
So in respect to firewood, different types of wood have different densities. Typically, the higher the density, the higher the BTU. So with a higher density wood, you're going to have hotter burning, you're going to have longer burning, and that's very important when purchasing firewood, because you can buy less wood of a higher density than you would have to with a lower density wood.
Okay, so as Derek said, when buying firewood, it's really important to keep it in respect to BTUs. But you also have to remember that a quart of firewood is 128 cubic feet, and that includes wood and air in the cubic feet. And you can kind of range a cord by high, medium, or low burning densities. So usually in a high density cord or a high density wood cord, it's 21 million BTUs to 24 million. And then down at the low end, it's 12 million to 17 million. So this kind of gives you a rough estimate of what type of wood you'll be burning. And as Derek said, this is really important. A lot of times it's due to safety, because certain things like in different types of wood will build up in your fireplace, and this is really bad. But this is a lot of the times when people buy green, and green means wet firewood, so it hasn't been dried out yet. And dry weight firewood usually is down to a moisture content of 20%, where this green or wet firewood can have moisture content of up to 50%. So to actually get your fire going, you have to burn off the water left in the wood, and then it will start to ignite, because there's 3 different stages of burning wood, and this is pyrolysis, flaming, and then coaling. So kind of in the end, the most important thing with higher density wood is the coaling. The low BTU wood will burn out really quickly, so that's more for stoking. It's a high heat, it's quick though, where these heavier and higher BTU woods will usually burn longer and will also leak coal. So when coaling, this is providing heat for a longer time.
So when recommending firewood, you want wood species that have higher BTU. They'll burn longer, more efficient, and it's more economical for you to buy these type of species. Some of the most common recommended species are birch, oak, hickory, or cherry, all of which range from 20.2 million BTUs per cord to 27.7